All right, let's start. People, today I'll teach you about the dashboards, how to work on dashboards. And tomorrow we'll work on the project. And then we can finish our tableau. There's one more topic called as LOD that I'll do tomorrow because it is slightly complex calculations. Okay. So along with that, we'll also see how we can make our reports dynamic. But today we'll learn about the dashboard so that we'll understand how we can start working on a dashboard. So today we'll just work on a static dashboard. Then I'll tell you how to make it dynamic. Okay. All right. So all these days, I think some 7 to 8 classes, I guess. So we learned about how actually we can get the data. And again, we worked on the sheets, the visualizations. There are so many visualizations we learned, and also we learned about the filters, and again, various different options. But today, what we'll do is we'll see how we can work on the dashboard what we have here. And there is one more thing story that will work the next session. Let me click on this dashboard. First of all, what is a dashboard? Let's take one notepad. Okay. What is a dashboard? So most of the people actually get confused with this definition of dashboard. People, they always tell, don't go with the definition, just understand the meaning enough. Okay. Forget about these reportings, things like that dashboard. Just in normal, in a normal English, what is a dashboard? Dashboard means say you're driving a car, you can see one small dashboard, right? Even while riding a bike also, you'll have a small dashboard in front of you. What does it say? It says the speed, it show me the fuel and also show me how many kilometers you have gone. That means the possible information we can get in one week, right? There are so many. Even if you go to your, say, what is that? In your house, you'll have that electric board, right? You get the bill and all. There also we have a dashboard, right? So dashboard is what? In a simple normal English, it is nothing but a view which will give me the possible information which is useful for us. That's not a definition. I'm just telling you the meaning of it. Now, what does the dashboard mean in analytics? Or we are creating some reports. Dashboard is nothing but it is a view which give me the story, the entire story of the data what we have. It should be somewhere, say I have one view. If I see that particular, dashboard, it should give the entire information about the data what we have taken from the data source. There will be 10 lakh records. 4 regions are there. I want to know how much of sales each region have done. That's all is my report what I need. Should I have to go and check all the 10 lakh records, keep adding it? No. There is a way where I can get the reports. Say I can use pivot tables, I can use Power BI reports, I can use Tableau reports, I can use so many things. I can also go and do it manually as well, right? But for that, it takes a lot of time. So dashboard is nothing but a view which makes me understand the entire story of the data what I have. Entire story. How to do that we have to decide. Do it manually. No one will ask you. You can do it manually. If you can do it manually, you can do it. I can use any other applications. No one will come and question. But when will they question? The speed, the accuracy. When the speed and accuracy is not there, then they start questioning. Say, if I want to work on 1 lakh records manually, how much time it will take? And I cannot guarantee the accuracy. Then what I'll do, I'll think about Excel, pivot table, yes. But 10 lakh records, it might get hanged. Then I'll think, okay, let me not do this. I'll put this data in SQL Server and then do it. Getting my point? Using the technology is left to you. But for me, speed and accuracy is important. With the quality, accuracy is what quality. So what all I have to do in this? One is I should understand the data. I should read the data. If the data is not proper, I have to clean that. Also, I should check from where the data is coming. Is it possible for me to handle this in this application? No. If not, then what should I do? So We have to keep thinking about it. So the dashboard is after all taking the data, studying the data, then I'll start creating the reports. Then you should think about the dashboard, how I'm explaining my raw data to give some insights. Insights means some information to the client. That's simple, very simple. Okay, correct. In Tableau, we have a separate page which says dashboard. Lot many things are there in this. So we'll learn about this today, about dashboard, and tomorrow we work on a project. So that the people will understand how we can create the dashboard dynamically. But to create the dashboard, what all we have to get prepared, that is what I'll be teaching you. Now, if you come to this dashboard, you can see the layout is completely different from the sheet layout. If you go to the sheet, can you see here? I have the columns, I have all the other options where I can create my reports. When I say reports, it can be table, it can be chart, it can be any other things. But once you come to this dashboard, can you see those things? You cannot. You can only see the layout, dashboard, whether it should be in a phone or device preview, size, sheets, and then the objects. This is what we'll be learning today. Right. So what are this? Let's say first we'll go to this dashboard. It says default and it says phone. If you go here and click on this, it will give you the layout of phone. Which is locked now. You can unlock. Can you see here? I cannot do this now. It's in public. Can you see this? See? Now we can unlock this. This one, if I have a project only for mobiles, phone, then I can use this. Go to layout. Okay. So here also, let me just change this to default. Here we can change. Now I don't have any reports here. Once you come to this report, we'll check. See here, we have show title, floating. I'll tell you about all these things. Say we can change our layout as. Let me go here and say device preview. Click on this. I'll get the device preview. What kind of device type I'm using? Let's say I'll click on this. Am I working on a project where I'll be seeing only on the desktop? Desktop means it can be laptop or desktop. Tablet. Tablet is what? The tab. We have a tab, right? Then I'll say phone. So on which are we actually trying to, create the reports? Let me keep it as default as of now. If you think you want to go here and change the desktop, then again you can go here and check which desktop I'm actually using. Suppose if I say tab, you can see the tab here. Various different tabs, I can mention the tabs. Then I'll go here, say mobile. Say here I can go, I can select the mobile. Understood? So you can select your device. If at all specific applications have been say reports have been developed for some specific objects, say gadgets or say devices, then you can use this device preview. Okay, right. Next comes the sheets. This is what we need to create. The sheets in say the Tableau, I cannot create the reports directly in the dashboard. I have to create the reports in sheet and then I have to use it in dashboards. Let me just create one very simple dashboard. Very simple. Let me go here to the sheet and here I'll say region. Region. Let's create one very simple chart. A report is created. Any modifications, any changes, you have to do here only. What does that mean? Say, I want to change the colors. Click on this, change the color. I need the labels, then label, show markings. I need something else. I want to format this. Let me select this. Right click and say format. And here it allows for the shading and things like that. Let's say. Then let me double click. And this color is not so good. Let me make it some light colors. And let's take this. I will select central line, bold, and let me change the font. Format. Why I'm showing this is any formatting I do, it should happen in the sheet itself. You cannot do that in the dashboard. Let me go here. I will select. Say okay. See. Okay. Done. My chart is ready. Just imagine that my chart is ready. I'll go to the dashboard. I need to take this particular report in this particular dashboard. So what I'll do, let me close this format. Can you see a region? I will just drag and drop. See, I got the report in my dashboard. The entire sheet now is in one single dashboard. Let me go back to region. This is my report. So if you want to do any changes, you can do it. Otherwise, you can also go here. Say, can you see this one arrow mark? Click on this, it will take me to the sheet. Let me go back. See here. If I do anything, nothing will happen. Let me try to change this. If I double click, let's say I will change this to 18 and say, okay, this got changed. But let me go back and check. See that? Whatever changes happens, that will happen in the sheet. This is just, we call it as instance. Means it is just trying to take that particular link. It's a kind of link. It's not link, it's a kind of link. We call it as instance. Now, we understood how we can get the report here. It's a very simple example what I did. Now, what if I want to add more reports in this? Let me go back. I'll create one more sheet. Let me copy this. Let's make a duplicate of it. Let me delete this. This one I'll say state. Now instead of region, I will take state. So many columns are there. Let it be. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the state. Let me change this. Okay, let's make it something like this. Okay. Now I'll go here and I have the state. You just observe, I'll drag it. Can you see that it's getting something like this? Can you see that some space is getting created? Let me go here. See. Now I have two reports. One is region, one is state. Let me scroll down. I want to sort this. Let me go here. I'll sort it. Let's go and check in the state. See. So whatever changes you do here, see the changes you cannot do here, but still even if you do, it is actually happening in the state. That is the sheets itself. So that we should keep in mind. So here I'll change something, and here it is different. No, it's not like that. The sheets are linked with the dashboard. So I cannot say directly linked, they are instance of it. Because I create one more dashboard, still I can take this state and I can keep it here. I can take this particular instance how many ever times I want. Let's go back to the dashboard. Now you can see I have two different reports. We'll see how we can add more and more later. First, we'll understand this concept of dashboards. Now, if you go and check here, if I click on this, we'll go to the sheet. Similarly, can you see here, I have filters. Let me click on this filters. Okay. So this is for filtering. Let's say I will go here. Let me remove this as of now. Say start. Let me select this only. Um, okay. Sorry, I should have taken here. See here, I applied the filters. See, can you see that? Sorry, I was supposed to do for this. Now, what happens here is this acts as filters. This particular chart. You just observe when I click on this. See, got the point? Now this acts as a filter. So whichever you want, you can add as a filter. Now, when you go here, I will say this one also filter. Okay. Now, if I select this, can you see here? See, but this should not happen actually. I'll not give the filters because from region, state should get filtered. From state, the region should not get filtered. So you can avoid that also. Okay. You add any number of sheets here now. Can filter the data that I'll tell you later in the advanced. Right now, next, suppose say click outside. Okay, now I'm getting all this. Let me just click on this. Here I have so many various different options. Say go to sheet, duplicate sheet, filter. So if you think that you want to apply any filters, you can go here, apply filters, highlighters. Remember that we saw that the filters, highlights, and all those things. So you can use that also. And let's say the toolbar, whatever we have is show. Can you see this toolbar? I can just keep it here. So if you want to pin this, pin means it will not move actually. So next I'll tell you about the tiled and float. Then we'll think about pinning. So if you pin this, this will be pinned actually. That means you cannot move it. Okay, that we'll see when you have the float. Then here I have a zoom. Suppose if you think that I want to zoom some part of it, okay, you can zoom this like this. Can you see that? Usually this we use it for map. Because it will be very small. You have to increase that or say we have the scatter plot where we have all the values scattered in one place, so we get users view. Okay. All right. So likewise, we can actually create some reports and then we can try to drag and drop in the dashboard and we can do something. So okay, this is one thing. Next is let me go to sheet. I'll try to create some more reports. Let's say I'll create a report. I'll name it as map and then I'll take state and say sales. Let's edit the location. It's taking India, so I'll just take it as United States. So okay. Okay. Let me increase the size. And if you think you can go yes, category. Let me change this to right. Okay. So I've created one tag. Now what I'll do, I want this map to be, let's say we'll take it in dashboard now. Yes, I'll take it in dashboard. Yeah. So how to take this? Usually we saw that we'll just drag and drop, right? Like this. And you can see there are so many other legend and things that we're getting. Let me remove this. So instead of this, you know what happens? If you just drag and drop like this, it will be tiled. It will be tiled. Now, what I'll do is I'll go here and I'll make it as floating. Let me delete this. I'll use it as floating. Now, what is floating? I will drag it. Can you see this? It's not sticking now. It's not like a tiles. Tiled means the tiles will have, you keep all the tiles like that. It will go on, keep on getting fixed. But now when I say float, you can see here, I can go, I can increase however I want it. So here I can move it anywhere I want now. See, okay, this is called as floating. Now let me just close this. Let's say I want to take all these things. Okay. Now let me just keep it in tile. You can also use a shift key. Now I'm in tiled, right? See, if I remove this, I'm not holding shift now. I'm just dragging. I can see that it is actually becoming a tiled. Let me click on shift. See, I can link it. So this will become like a floating. I think here it got filtered actually.
I think it's zoomed or
No, no, yeah. Okay. See, that was filtered in that sheet. That's why it was taken. See now. So you can resize however you want. But let's say I want this state. If it is in tiled, okay, hold shift and you can drag, you'll get this floating. Okay. Let me drag it like this. I can resize. Like in Power BI, what we do, like that we can do here also. Now let's say I will take this map and I'll keep it here. Okay. So all this I don't want. Delete. See, like this we can. Okay, this is another one. Now let's say I'll go here, I'll create one more dashboard. There are so many ways what actually we can do. Now, what we'll do is we'll try to take the layouts and then we'll. So what are layouts? Can you see here I have this container, say horizontal and vertical. Then I have this text extension, say pulse metrics, data story. So many objects are available. So if you think I want to work on something like this, so you can go here. I can use this containers or any other objects. We'll go and we'll see what all things are there. So let me go here. I'll say horizontal container. Can you see that? See, it is becoming a tile. I'll hold shift and I'll keep it here. The advantage of this, the container is I can just go here. I can drag and drop it. See. Now this becomes one container actually. Okay, see, this is a container. Let me go here. Now the map is inside the container. Let me again close this. Let me again create one. So you can either take vertical container or horizontal container, anything you can take. I'll just take this region and I'll put it inside this. And this we have separate them. Let's say I will hold shift and then I'll move. So you can keep it like this as well. While designing, you should be very careful. So just make it as floating. That will be good for you. So yeah. Okay. So you can also pin this here. See, you can pin it. You can go to sheet. So everything you can do, but thing is, it will be like very neatly arranged. So you can create all the containers. Let me show you. I'll go here. I can create some containers. You can use either vertical or something. So both are available. So you can just take this and you can keep pressing. Hold down shift to drag floating objects into the container. Okay. So you can create one layout like this. So whatever layout you want, you can just create like this. Control C, Control V. I think Control C is not working here. Let me again take one more. Keep it here. So likewise, I can go here and I can create the layout and then just drag and drop it. It's 2 minutes. But designing is slightly complex here, so please make sure that you have a lot of patience. Okay, so you can create the layout like this. These are the containers where I can add the containers. Next, suppose you think I want to add some text. Let's go here. Let me see if I have some space. Okay, let me just go here. See, I'll just drag and drop. You should drag and drop. Okay, so you can double click or you can drag and drop. And here I'll type something. So anything like what we have this text box. Similarly, I have a text box here. In Power BI also we have the same kind of text box. Let's say sales dashboard. Okay. So you can format however you want. Change the color. Double click and you can go here and do something else. Now wherever you want, you can just keep it like this. Like this you can do. So this is about the text. So text, however you want, you can go here and you can create the text. How many ever you want, you can create. Okay. Say I want to just make it as a label or something. Can do it. And again, here we have the dynamic names as well. Say for example, I'll go here. I want to get the sheet name. Let's say I'll go here, see sheet name. You can give the sheet name here, say okay. See, this is my sheet name dashboard 3. That will become dynamic. So you can use anything, whatever you want. Say double click and I'll say insert workbook name. I've not saved it actually yet. So likewise, we can actually have the labels here. Okay. Right. Next. Next, we have some extension and also this is not required for us. But if you think that you want to have some extensions, you can use this. This will take me to some, different this thing wherein I can go, I can try to implement. It's like in Google, we have some extension and all right, adding small, those kind of things. Suppose if you think that you want to have anything like that, so you can go here, you can add. So in Power BI also, we have this app source, okay, app source, sorry, wherein I can add some more visualization. So likewise, you can add something here. So if you are aware of this, then only do it. Otherwise, don't do it because there are not many things. So here, let me just try one. Not sure. Add to dashboard. Let me just. Okay, if you're creating any report, something like this, you can use it. Let's say add to dashboard. Not sure whether this will allow. I'll just check this. Okay, just to show you people. A lot of things are there, so you can go. But it's very nice actually. I not worked on this, but I'm just checking this. Okay, anyways, so I don't know how actually this works, but you can have. Okay, so if you go here, you can have lot many other visualizations or so many other process what you can do. So you can go here and say extension. You can check that. Okay. There are a lot many things which even I have not checked here. So you just explore it if you want. The next we have this pulse metric. I am not sure what actually it is, but you can choose some servers and all. But here I don't have the server, so I cannot teach you this. But again, we have this data story. This also is coming from the server. But now we'll work on this image. Okay. Suppose you think that I want to add some image, especially I want to add this logo or small icons and things like that. Then what I'll do, I'll go here and say image, but here it asks for the image. Either I can get the image from the libraries, that is from the website, or I can get from the system itself, that is local system itself. First, we'll say insert image from file. I'll say choose. Let's take some file. Let's say I'll go. Let's try to take some file. I have some dashboard files here, so let me just take that. Okay, I have some logo here. Let me just say fit to image, center of the image, and then you can give some URL if you have some alt text, say okay. It's a transparent file, so I'm just trying to reduce it. Any other image also you can take like this. If you think you want to take the image from website, so that also you can do. But for that, I need to give link. See here, link to image. Click on this. I should give some, the image link here. Let's try that. Let's say Tableau, and then we'll say images. Dashboard images. Okay. Let me right click and say copy image address. Copy image address. Let's go here and let me paste it. Okay. Let's see if this works. Say okay. See, can you see that? We can take the image links. Now suppose, let me go here. I want to create some dashboards. Anyways, I'll be doing this tomorrow, but still, let me just show you. I'll take the image. Let me make it as tiled. Okay, I'll make it as tiled. This for the entire tiles, whatever is there. I will take this image from file and then I'll say background image. Okay, like in Power BI, what we do? In Power BI, we take all these images, right, for the background. Same thing can do here also. I'll say okay. Say okay. So one fit to image. I forgot to give that fit to image. Let me just get image. Choose this one we should have. Okay. So what happened? It's like giving the original size. That's why it's not giving the proper size. Make sure that you select this fit to image, center to image. Now, see, now we have the title and things like that. So I can go here. I can say, for example, text, hold shift, sales, dashboard. Okay. Let me make it bold. Say okay. You can change this, say you can make it bold or something. You can keep it. Now the reports what I have, say for example, I have this map. Okay, let's take map, hold shift, and we'll keep it here. Remove all unwanted things. Remove this heading. Okay, let's go to this map and try to reduce the size. Not recognized. Okay. Then let's say I want to take this region. Let me take this region. Here to here. Remove this heading. See. Just giving an example how actually we can create a report. So here you can just create some layout like this and then you can make it. And then go to full screen, see, I'll get something like this. Select this and make it as filters. Now if you go and check, see, likewise, we can actually have all the reports of whatever reports are there. I can just go here. Let me take this state also. It's very small actually. I'm just but showing you. The layout is very small, so you can, I think this will not fit actually. So we can create our own layouts. This is just a layout which I had. I'm just showing you. If you think you want to create some reports, first plan that particular layout and then you can drag and drop here with the image and you can. Okay. Understood. So likewise, I can create the dashboard with all these objects. All right. Let's go to another object. Say, for example, now I have this some reports I'm actually creating. I need to have some blank space here. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go here. Either I can give just like this, no problem. Otherwise, you can also have some blank space like this. Okay, I'll just keep it some blank space like this. So here, what happens is it's be blank. Next time, whenever you think that I want to have some layout, so you can go, you can have that layout as well. Suppose if I go here and then create one layout there and create all the images or reports or something. Then again, if you want to have some space, then it will be difficult. So you can keep this blank space so that you'll understand there is something coming there. Or even if you don't want, you can leave it as is, just like a blank here, like just as a blank space. Not a problem. Okay. All right. Next, let's say I want to have some web page. Okay. Let me just drag and drop here. I can have a web page also here like this. Like, so, spelling mistake. I'll show you an interesting thing also here. Okay, see, website, right? Let me show you something very interesting about this web page. Now, say we actually had one action. Remember that? Highlight, filter, and then get URL. Same thing you can do here also in dashboard. You have this actions, right? So what I'll do, I'll go here. I'll create one report here, same map. Okay, let me just keep it here like this. And then let me go back. Let me create a new one. Okay, I have a map here. So if you go to this dashboard, I have one map. Let me take this URL, say web page, and I'll keep it. Okay. As of now, I'll say let's say okay. Okay. I have this Google here. Say right click. Pause. Okay. Now I want whatever I click here, so that should come. Remember that last week we did this? Yeah. When I click on something, so it was coming. So what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll say dashboard actions. In dashboard actions, here, let me just remove this. So this workbook, add action, go to URL. Okay. Now you see this, it lasts for a hyperlink. I'll say get city dashboard 6. The map is the one what I'm actually trying to apply. And here I'll say new tab if no web page exists, new web page object. Can you see that web page object? We actually had a web page object. So here it says google.com. Let it be as is. So here I'll give the Wikipedia. Same link I'll give. Let's go and check how to get that. Say Wikipedia. Let's say India. Okay. I'll say insert and I'll take the state. Similar like what I did. Same thing. Now I'll say okay. Done. Say okay. Now you just observe. I'll go here. I'll click on Alabama. Oh, I think I gave. Let me just go here. Dashboard actions. I gave menu. That's why it's taking menu. Let me make it as select. Yeah. So let me click on this. Yeah. So this is how actually you can use the dashboard. There are so many things actually. Let's go and create one more dashboard. Say workflow. This usually not again for us. Okay, so let's ignore this. It's taking some time. So cancel. I don't have the authority of this. Okay. Just remove this. Navigations. These are all like buttons. Okay, navigation buttons. This will do it tomorrow, don't worry. So from where to where we have to navigate. Okay. So here it says button. So suppose if you want to have some image for that button, we can have, let's say, I want to navigate from one dashboard to another dashboard. Say, navigate to, let's say, dashboard. Title, if you want, you can give, say, dashboard 01. Okay. The formatting you can do. Tooltip, if you want, you can give, say, tooltip is nothing but when I move my cursor there, what has to come? Okay. Like this, if I move my cursor, you see, can you see that? So whatever I think I give dashboard to dashboard. See, it's going to dashboard. So if you think you want to have a button or something, we can use images as well. Let's say I'll go to this dashboard, edit dashboard. Image, if you have a proper button image, let's see if I have some images. I was taking some random image, okay? Let me see if I have that fit. Let me take another image. Okay, take some good image. You can have that image. Yes, I don't have that image. So here, if I go and if I click on this, so you can prepare your own images like this and you can make some buttons like this. So here you can create the buttons, navigations, and then you can use it like a buttons. Okay, so you can either use text or you can use image. Whatever you prefer, you can do it here. Okay, right. Suppose if you think I want to give some options for downloading, then that also I can give. Let's say I'll go here, say download. Now here you can go here. You can specify the option. Say I have the options of download crosstab. Crosstab is nothing but it's kind of Excel sheet what I can have. Okay. Then I have image means you can get the data in another sheet. So whatever I have the charts created, so I can get the data there. that you can do. Then again, say PDF, PowerPoint. So in which format you want the downloads to be given? Let's say PDF. If you think you have some image, you can select or say text and say okay. Now let me keep it here. Then I go here. See, I want active sheet. Okay. New save your PDF. Say okay. And last forward to save this. And let's say I'll just save it somewhere in downloads only. And say okay. Blank one because I don't have anything. Let me go here. Let's take this only. I'll say download. And then I'll say PDF. Okay. Let's say okay. See. So, okay. So you can do something. So this button, you can actually disable this. So it's not that will come. So we can disable this as well. Someone will have that option. So you can just enable or disable this when I'm not so sure about it. Okay. So you can do something like this. That is for exporting the things. Right? So this is for PDF or whatever. Suppose if you want to export, you can go here. You also have an option of say there is that okay. Here I think we'll have say worksheet. We'll go to this worksheet. See. Complete export. It's disabled. I think here we cannot do because of the public thing, but you can export it. Okay, you can go here. You can copy or export. I don't have that full version because trial period is over. So you can go here. You can select any of this and you can export this as a fast tab. That is like an Excel sheet, or you can export only that particular data in Excel sheet itself, or you can export that as an image. Okay, so all those things you can do here. It's disabled for me. If it is working for you, please try that. Okay, so you can export. Even here also we can export. I don't know why it's not showing. So we can export the data as well here. I mean, this entire sheet you can export. Okay, so this is about the static way of creating the dashboards. This is just an idea about dashboards. There are more things to learn. But I'll tell you tomorrow is how we can actually create the dashboards. And after that, after creating the dashboard, then we'll be working on this story. The final thing actually, where you drag and drop all the dashboards. So that I'll tell you. So right from creating one, complete the project. That is right from scratch. And then you'll see how we can actually create one story. And that I'll tell you the next session. That is we'll work on a project so that we'll get an idea how actually we can end-to-end project can be done. Then we'll finish our tablet sessions. Okay. All right. So people online, any questions you have, please ask me. This is just to give an idea about how dashboards are created, what are dashboards, how actually you can create your reports and then drag and drop. All these are static. Still not gone to the dynamic way of doing it. I'll tell you how we can make all your reports dynamic. Okay. All right. So I'll stop here. Any questions, people online, please let me know. I will answer.
No, sir.
Right, so people, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Okay, with the dynamic way of creating the Tableau project. Okay. Bye, people. Take care.